lecture, which is servant leadership. Servant leadership. In this, the servant leadership, we are going to look into it from two aspects. What is servant leadership from conventional perspective, and what is servant leadership from Islamic perspective? So, when we look at this one, so this is what we will have as our pictorial. Yes. So it is when we talk about servant leadership, you can see from the title itself. You can see from the title itself, servant. So immediately you hear the word servant leadership without even being written in your book. Bro was just joking with his friend now. He said, aircon leadership, or somebody said aircon leadership. So, though it's joking, but that is it. So, what is servant leadership? Servant leadership is when a person is having mind of or mind to serve the other. So, mind you, this is what we call, and this one is under type of leadership. So we have different leadership: servant leadership, transformational leadership, transactional leadership, situational leadership, as I mentioned last time. There are many, but we will just focus on some of them in our module. So the rest you can read more and more. The first one that we are going to deal with is servant leadership. In this module, so as our introduction, so at the end of this class, every one of you will know what is servant leadership from conventional perspective as well as from Islamic perspective. So beside the what we have in the book, I also send you another article. That article actually you will see from the bottom. I wrote, it was written there. Yeah, it was written there that this article actually it is extension of so some of the things that so which means it is more wider than what is in the book, because that one is basically for that. Okay, are we communicating?
Yes.
Bro, are we communicating? Yes. Okay, so then we're going to see what is servant leadership. Definition, as I told you from the beginning, that definition is very, very important in everything or anything that you are doing. Because it is through the definition that people will know what you are trying to do or what you are trying to say. Probably you may have the title, or you may have the word, or you may have the whatever you call the topic, yes, but maybe what you are intend or what you have in your mind is different from what other people may have. But it's the same title or same topic. So from there, so that is why definition is very, very important in everything that you are doing. So we are going to look into the definition and then its origin. How does it start? Why excuse me. So we are going to see its origin. Where does it start? Okay. Then we will also look into the servant leadership in history. That is historical background of what they call servant leadership. That's what it means. Then, and lastly, we will talk about the characteristics. So what are the features? What are the things that you need, that you can see, that to make you determine that this is about servant leadership? So that if that thing are missing, so the servant leadership is missing. Are we communicating?
Yes. Yes.
So without further delay, let's move on. So servant leadership, as I mentioned from the introduction now, is when you are ready to serve. When you are given a kind of service. Okay? So last last 2-3 weeks, right, during the Maulud. Okay, we went to the Banda. We do what do? Talk. What is it? What was it? Yes, Sadaka. Yes, that is one. Another thing.
Wakaf.
That cleaning, it means what? Serving the community. So which means we all render what? Service. So through the leadership. So that is one of the servant leadership. You get it now? Because you are doing it unknowingly. Are we communicating?
Yes.
So a servant leadership is a leadership style. You can call it style. You can call it style. It's a style and philosophy that prioritize the growth and well-being of others. So which means in this type of leadership, you do not look into yourself. You look into how others can grow. Okay? How the less privileged also can live. How others can breathe. So it is against the selfish leadership, which we have, which is common nowadays. Okay? Because nowadays it's about selfish. So anybody who wants to go to the politics or want to do this, so he or she is trying to enrich the pocket. Even the ladies now that are agitating, so we have to have our quotas, It's about their pockets. They want to enrich themselves. So no, it's enough for the boys, it's enough for the male. You've already embezzled a lot. Let's also go there and take our own share. That was in the mind of some others. Okay? So it is how you are going to see that a person is growing up. Okay, now, that is just preamble. Another introduction is, this one is into the servant leadership itself. How many of you have read the paper? Okay. No, you haven't. You haven't. Let's do that. Okay. Yes, thank you. So always read in order to let already tell you the benefit of it. Yes. The benefit is if you have read before you come to the class, by the time that we are, expressing ourselves, so you will be able to capture it as soon as possible. So and then you will be able to ask the one that is not clear to you when you are reading. So servant leadership is one of the most important leadership modules in modern times. That is nowadays, even not nowadays, it has been one of very important and one of a key type of leadership. Start from long time ago. So the concept is believed, that is, the theory of servant leadership is believed to have been initiated, that is, to have been started, to have been coined, to have been established. Okay? So to have been established, initiated by an American scholar, which name is Robert K. Greenleaf. We use, okay?
Donny Joe.
So it's a green leaf. So if the leaf is not green
Greenleaf.
then it's already. So the green leaf in 1970, almost 55 years ago. Okay? So he coined, that is, when he said that you coin something, that is, you make it, you establish it, you initiate it. So if something is initiated, so he coined, not only make, he also defined, he gave the definition from his own perspective. Are we communicating?
Yes.
So he says, concept had been initiated by members of it. So the theory which was supported and advocated. So he was the one he was the originator of the concept based on this Western perspective, because we are still coming on Western perspective. Okay? He was originated. Then he has some other scholars that supported this idea, such as Spear, Blanchard, and so on and so forth. There are many that also supported this idea. Because even by writing it from our side, it's also we support it. Because when they want to do your literature review, if you want to do literature review, so the book is one of the things that you will review. Okay? Ogunbado also says, then the article also is part of it. So which means at least 2 or 3, I've written like 2 or 3, no, more than 3 or, let's say, some, so some papers or some works have been done on servant leadership. Okay, that is one. In the book is another one. There's another one which I wrote on Umar bin Khattab. I haven't sent that one to you, right? I sent it? Yes. Okay. So which means I sent 2, right? Yes. So that one is another paper about servant leadership. So now it can be here and others, of others. So you also can write. You can write it from your own perspective. How you have already done. Okay, the concept promotes, what you mentioned this one, promotes what? Service to others. So like what we did last time, so it's a kind of service to humanity. Service to others. So he gives service to others in this class now. Right? So that all of us are shifting, then he, that is another. So no, whether the service is big or huge or small, service is service. Okay? Are we communicating, brothers? Yes. We continue. Whether you call it that the paper in your hand, the lecture here now. So the lecture relates how the idea came into existence. How it came to existence. So yes, exactly. So and also it is an attempt. It is what? An attempt to get to the root of idea. That is an attempt to see how it works. What is the origin? When did he start? Okay? Then who started it? So all this one is what we are going to. Okay, let me escape this one because of time. Because I already mentioned some of the things there. Now, the root. How does it start? They said that the idea of servant leadership came to limelight, came to existence, okay? Partly as a result of really deep involvement. He was involved in what they call campus chaos in 1970s. When we say 70s, that is, it's not only to be 70 precisely. It can be some year before and some year after, but that's around. Because when they say idea doesn't come just once. So there will be a kind of a before it can reach to the conclusion and then. Okay, so that is why I say chaos in late 60s and 70s, early 70s. So when they say late 60s can start from, let's say, 61 is early 60. So 65 is mid 60. So late can be like 67, 68, 69. Okay? 67, 68, 69. So 68 and 69 can be early 60s. And early 70 can be 71, 72 to 74. Or to 73. Because when you say 75, that is mid 70s. So then the idea took its final. You know, as I told you that it is something that is dynamic, it's something that is growing, it's something that is going up until it reached the climax, it reached the apex, it reached the summit. Okay, then
Top of the world.
he said that it reached the final from where there was a book which was written by a German-born scholar. He said that the title of the book is Journey to the East. Journey to the East. You know, they say West and East.
East.
When we say East, it means all this area is East.
Yes.
And West,
Middle East.
Europe, and no, even Middle East is. See what we say now. Middle East.
Yes.
So it's East. East is still there. Okay? So, and then that novel is an account of a journey. What type of journey? Mystical journey. That is a spiritual journey where you are looking, where you are trying to search who you are or who are you. You're trying to discover yourself. As I used to say, be yourself. By the time that you are trying to be yourself or search for yourself, so it's a spiritual mission. So, which is about ultimate truth. You want to know what is this truth. So, in this, then he said, who is he here? Greenleaf. He says, to me, the story clearly says that the great leader is seen first as a servant. So a great leader is seen as servant. Then, simply the fact that this is a key to his or her greatness. Okay? So that is Robert Greenleaf in his book. That book, he called it Servant Leadership. That is the name of the book. So he wrote, that book was published in 1991. So in page 7 of the book, you find it there. So it is, I think you can see it also down in the footnote. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So it's about what? The story goes like this. Actually, in that journey, we have a guy. That guy, he was the one that always, whenever they need anything, so he cooks for them. That's what they say. He cooks for them. He made everything for them. So, which means everybody depends on him.
On him.
So, his name is Leo. One day, he just disappeared. They cannot find him again. When he disappeared, I cannot be found. So, everybody. So everybody cannot do anything again. Because they are not used to it. So now they are feeling hungry. Nobody to cook for them. So the laundry already dirty. Nobody to wash it. So they need water. Nobody to fetch them water. So then the journey cannot be continued. Because of him. The journey cannot be continued. They have to go back home. So when they go back, well, after by then they find okay, suddenly somebody saw it and grabbed it. Oh, you are the one that made our journey scatter, blah 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 blah. and they took him to the end of. So by the time that they dragged him into the head of the church or whatever, they just say, "Oh, you don't know him. Actually, he is a leader." Okay? So that is all about this. So I do this. Oh, he said the master's choice brings one to aspire. So because he's doing that, he makes him to want to lead. So who is the leader for us? So I think I've already explained all this. Is it clear?
Yes.
So we have already know the origin, how the idea came into limelight. That is, it was through its Greenleaf's involvement in campus chaos in early 60s to 70. That's one. Then after he read the book, then that it makes him. That's why I said that when you read the paper or the book given to you or the material given to you, it will make your mind wider by the time that the lecturer is explaining to you. Okay? So, for this one, servant leadership in history, we are going to look into three aspects. From Chinese traditional, and from Christianity. Then we'll go into Islamic. So, which means we are going to look into three civilizations or three cultures. The first one, the ancient one, is about Chinese, ancient China. So, whereby we have something they call Faosiy in 570 to 490 BC. Before Christ. That is before the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay? So, which means, you see? So, 570 to 90.
Jesus
so,
bless.
has some passages that reveal the concept of servant leadership. In that book, which is Faosiy, okay? So, he said that the highest type, okay, the highest type of ruler is the one whose existence the people are very aware. That is to say, when the leader is in your midst, you cannot, if not only you that know, if the foreigner comes in, he or she will not know who is the leader. Because it seems that all are equal. And actually, the leader is state. Okay? That is one of the things. They say that his assistants are barely aware. Next is whom they love and praise. So you will see that when a person is in your midst and non-member cannot determine that he is, it means there is a kind of love among you. Okay, and that love makes you to praise him or her. And then you are not afraid that he is coming in. So sometimes also even the lecturer at least, some lecturer by the time that some people enter, they're not panicking. But when somebody enters, then it's you. Okay, it means there is a likeness amongst you. So that one is so, which means you do not fear. I use another word, right? Yeah, you can't feel it. So, so it means you do not fear. That fearness is not fear about but when you are in a company or in area that you do not like your boss or you do not like your leader, that you are just doing whatever you are doing. So the people, next is the one that they fear. Next to come is who they describe and defy. So this is ranking. The first one is the one that if you are there, the people will not know who is the leader. That is the highest one. Next to that is the one who you love and praise. Oh, I like him. He's a very Even if I cannot do the work, he used to help me on it, or he showed me how I can do it. I don't know that I can do it, but when he explained, I said, oh, so simple like this, I can do this. Through his or her explanation. Then after that is the whom they fed. Okay, and then comes to, this is the last one. So this is from Taotian. So some people say that it's a joke. They said if they have a baby and they want to give the name, spoon. What do you call spoon? Sugar. So just drop it. So any sound that tung 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 or cow tung tung, whatever the sound that comes from it will be. It's not trying to say kind of joke. Okay? So whatever the sound that comes from there will be the name of the. So that one is according to the joke. Okay? So let me say it. So okay, let's go on. That is it's in China. So how are you? That's okay. Yeah, fine. So that is what. Good of you. So that's another one. So that is from Chinese civilization. Now we move into Christian civilization. Okay. The one that we mentioned is about 500 plus before, right? Now, which means after 500 years, okay, so we have the book, which is called Bible, Injil. We say that in our tradition, we believe that there are some, what they call, Kutubu Samawiya. Okay, Kutubu Samawiya. Meaning At-Tawrat, Wal-Injil, Wal-Zabur,
Quran.
Okay. Any other one?
Al-Quran.
Can you name it? Quick. Taurat.
Taurat
means
Torah.
Old Testament.
Old Testament.
Okay.
Zabur.
Zabur. Injil. Okay.
Bible.
What else?
Al-Quran.
Al-Quran. Yes, still. Yes. Yes. It's not only 4.
This is more.
Yeah, that's what I want you to know. It's not only 4. And you can know this one from Quran.
What's it?
Say it louder. Be yourself. I can hear something from you now. Yes.
Suhuf.
Suhuf Ibrahim wa Musa.
Oh, okay.
Suhuf.
Suhuf.
Okay, let's go some time. So from the Injil, in the Matthew here means like when we say Surah something.
Matthew.
Okay? In the Matthew 20, from 27 to 28, it says, whoever wants to become a great means a leader. Whoever wants to become a great, among you must be your servants. Must be your servants. And whoever wants to be first, you must be your. So as you know, this one, it goes along with what we have already mentioned earlier, that if you want to be a leader, you have to be a follower, that we said earlier. So you see that this one also goes like this. So in order to be a great, you have to be a
follower. Servant.
Servant. Are we communicating?
Yes.
So
We are.
this is from Matthew. Then in the same book, in the Injil, in the Bible, another one is Mark 10, 44 to 45. So we still have the same idea. So the idea is whoever wants to be great, whoever wants to be a leader, he or she must ready to serve. He or she must be a servant. Okay? So, before I go on, there is something on this. When Greenleaf coined this thing, some of the, whatever you have, there will be pro and there will be con. There will be those who will be advocating, there will be some people that will be accept your idea, while some people will go against it. That is natural, that is normal. So for those who go against servant leadership, they find it the name to be irritated. How will I be servant? Okay? How will I be servant? They find it to be so irritated. So we are not going to that one. So what we are trying to emphasize here is that in the Christian civilization, so servant leadership is also enshrined there. That is very important there. So yes, approach. So that is another civilization. In our own civilization, Islamic civilization, so we have it so long time. So I will draw a kind of okay, I'm coming to that. In Islamic civilization, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it says, Sayyidul Qawmi Khadimuhum. Sayyidul Qawmi Khadimuhum. Or Khadimul Qawmi Sayyiduhum. Okay? Which means Sayyid. Sayyid means leader. Qawm means people. The leader of the group is their servant. Or other way around, the servant of the group is their leader. So Rasulullah said this one is 1400 years ago, which is 14th century ago. So then it was recorded in a book called Tarjama Ibrahim bin Adham. Tarjama Ibrahim bin Adham, this statement is echoed there. It's echoed. And Rasulullah, I will mention that one when you come to the practice. You are just saying the history, how it is. So which means it is very important in Chinese civilization 500 years before, that is 5 centuries before the Christ. Then after the Christ, Islamic, which is 1400 years after that, also mentioned this. So, what does servant leadership do? What does a servant leadership do? What does it do? Here, we will talk about the first thing is commitment. So, commitment. That is, ready to serve, ready to do whatever it is. Okay? So, commitment to serve the needs of the member of his or her organization. So, when you want to be a servant leadership, or anybody who he or she may not call himself a servant leadership, but as I mentioned, that one of the things that you are doing, you may not know that you may not know that you are doing it. Okay? Like example I gave last time that we did, but you don't know that so because there should be a commitment to serve, passion for that, not that you are forced to do it. Because if you are forced to do it, you'll be sluggish when you are doing it. Because you are not interested in it. Okay, bro.
Okay.
Okay, sis. Okay. So, another thing is focuses on necessary measure to meet the need of those he or she needs. I mentioned about Leo, right? Leo knows what the people need. So, by providing them food, by providing them water, and so on and so forth. So you have to know, okay, this one, what does it need? Okay, this one, what does it need? Because the needs may not be the same at a particular time. So some people, it's not only, they need only to be encouraged. They have the drive, they have the zeal in them, but they need somebody just to guide, to make him or her realize himself or herself, to search for who I am, or who he is, or who you are. Okay? Another thing is to develop the employee that is in the company. Okay? To develop the employee and subordinates. In our own case, is to develop ourselves, to develop your colleagues, to making, oh, we have assignment to do. Why are you not oh, you should have done it, because what do you call it? The deadline is tomorrow. Why you haven't do it till now? Okay, come, let's do it. Don't wait till last time. So you are trying to motivate him. You are trying to encourage him or her. Okay? So you know what in it. Okay, you don't have that article. So you know when I was doing my own, I saw another article which is about this. Okay, read and see. Okay, when I read it, I found out this, you analyze. By the time that he also wants also to read what you have already said to him or her, so it's already in his mind. Okay, so that is what he needs at that particular time. Another thing is to coach others. To coach. So even the example I gave now is about coaching. Because you read already, you know it. So you are coaching. To coach others and encourage their self-expression. I always say, be yourself. Express yourself freely. Okay? Express yourself freely. Okay? So, be yourself. Self-expression. Another thing which servant leader does is to facilitate and nurture, guide, shed light on for personal growth. For instance, now I can identify some of you that are potential leaders, which is increasing day by day. I'm getting to know each other day by day. Oh, this one can be good in this area. This can be good in this area. Then that area because sometimes somebody can be good in speech, talking, communication. Some people can be good in writing. Some people can be good in organizing. And some people can be good in multiple areas. So the area that you find out that as a leader, when you find that somebody is good in that area, you try to nurture that personal growth so that he can achieve that potential. He can come out from him. So this in the book, though it's not our module, that one is not part of our module, but in the book it's I think under where is okay. Are leader born or made? In page 24. If somebody are leader born or made. So the conclusion there is that everybody is a leader. I've already mentioned it, right?
Yes.
It's about Rasulullah. Kullukum ra'i wa kullukum mas'ul. Kullu, all, someone. Okay?
Everyone.
Everybody is a leader. Okay? So, but how in the conclusion there, I mentioned that everybody has the potential to be leader. But if that potential will be there, it means you have to nurture it. You have to bring it out. So that one will make what Rasul mentioned to be actualized. Okay? Now, that is about that. So we have it also here now. Sorry. I also. So servant leadership, that servant leadership, wala tuhliku anfusakum ila tahluka. So 5 steps, just for some minutes, then later on. So 5 steps to servant leadership. So it's serving others better, starting with self. Because if you don't serve yourself, how will you be able to serve others? Okay? How will you be able to serve others?
41 minutes.